Today in this video, I want to talk about astrophotography on a budget, just some options that may appeal to you if you're on a tight budget or you're just getting into it and you don't want to spend the coin just yet. So if this is the case, then this video is going to be for you. Alrighty, so I'm going to run through 4 fundamental items that is going to assist you with your astrophotography. You may already have these in your kit, but you may not. So first of all, we'll cover cameras. Second of all, we'll cover lenses, tripods, and then an option to hold your shutter open. However, your camera might already have an inbuilt timer. So let's run through these things and let's see what you already have in your kit. All right, so the first thing I really want to talk about is cameras. If you have got a camera that's not a DSLR, then your ability to capture the stars is going to be very governed by that camera. If you've got a DSLR camera and you can hold the shutter open for a period of time, then you're going to be able to capture the stars. So you want full control over the camera to be able to hold the shutter open to let more light in to the image sensor of this camera or your camera. So that's the first thing that you're really going to need is a DSLR and something with the ability to hold the shutter open. All right, lenses. It's such a confusing area, especially for beginners. You don't know what you're going to need. You may already have one in your kit that you don't know is going to be sufficient. So let's just talk about lenses. So an f2.8 lens is ideal for astrophotography, especially for beginners. You can go down to an f1.2, but the lower you go down, the more expensive a lens is going to get. So if you're starting out, an f2.8 lens of some description, and you might be lucky enough to already have one in your kit, is going to be sufficient. If you don't have one in your kit, then I would recommend a Samyang lens. It's an f2.8 14mm Samyang lens. The wider the focal length, the better too, by the way. A 14mm lens is much more forgiving than a lens that has got a higher focal length. So a 14mm lens, you can hold the shutter open much longer than a higher focal length lens. And what you'll get is star trails if you go over that barrier. So the rule of thumb is you divide your focal length by 500 to get how many seconds you can hold the shutter open for. But yeah, so if you stick to an f2.8 lens or lower, then you're set. Now, number 3 is a decent tripod. If you've got a tripod laying around and it's going to be able to support your DSLR camera well enough without it moving once the shutter's open, then that's all you're going to need is just a sturdy base, and preferably with a ball head. If you don't have a ball head, then that's going to make things difficult for you. You want to be able to adjust the angle, or you might be able to slew it around a little bit to get you seen. So definitely having a ball head is a must also. Number 4 is a device to control your shutter speed. This is an involumeter. You can purchase these for $29, if that. So they're cheap enough. So what this will do is actually hold the shutter open for you without you bumping your camera. Because if you push that shutter button when you're first taking your shot, it still would make that camera vibrate a little bit, and then you get a star blur, so to speak. But what this will do is enable you not to bump the camera. You set your parameters and just push a button and off you go. Or you can actually do it manually. You can just push a button up and therefore hold the shutter open as long as you have that button up to the top. You just pull it back, it's done. So number 4, an involumeter. All right, so we've gone over 4 fundamental items that is going to assist you with your astrophotography, especially starting out. I will also recommend you check out my other video on settings for your camera. So that will be the next step for you. So you've learned that you've got or might need to get some equipment. I would recommend checking out my second video if you want. I'd also ask if you could like and subscribe to my channel. It helps me get out in front of more people and helps people like yourselves out along their journey with astrophotography. What I will do is leave you with some pictures that I have got with cheaper lenses like a 14mm Samyang lens, as I've mentioned in this video, and I hope to see you in my next videos.